Better. Oh, sorry, I have to be over here to fix everything. All right. With that, fix that. Back to normal output. You need. You probably don't know. Right there we go. That one's good. All right. Hopefully, I don't get it right now. Shift that stuff over. Fix me in the corner. Turn on an extra light. Shove this up between my legs. Now we'll get back to correct lighting. Last thing, because I've been sitting on this guy for so long, I feel kind of bad, is I think it's cool he has the bare hands. Problem is they don't like to stay in, and you can't grip the sword with them. Oh yeah, listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve. I'm currently trying to yank this Kong's hand off so that I may repurpose it for other things, for Gannon. Kind of hoping to not have to resort to tools. I think I'm going to have to, though. They need a little bit more leverage. Ugh. Almost got it. Sweet babies. All right. Then we're going to cut that piece off. Because I already got this to work in one arm. We need to just work in the other. I tested it already, as you can see here. So he's holding his sword. It took a little forcing it in there. But what I am going to do preemptively is he has... some of the paint left over originally. I'm just going to try to see if I can take that off with some rubbing alcohol that I got heating out over here. I'm going to apply that to the thumb. Guys, this is the part that's going to rub the most. So I really want this hand to just be that black color that's underneath and not all the fun fancy colors that are on it. It's looking like I might get away with it. Got a random toothbrush hanging out. So I should probably actually move Shalai while I'm working on this. Now that I think about it. Random, so I choose you. Extra launch that's hanging out on the top. You can still hang out at the top. Stick you guys for a minute. Because I actually am missing one piece for this that I made. It's somewhere on the table. I gotta hunt it down. But the belt, for some odd reason, disappeared on me. I was trying to get it to possibly use this guy right here, an old con hand, but I couldn't find any extra gripping ones I had laying around. Hey, Andrew. Oh yeah, now I think about it too. I gotta money's this on the YouTube. Hopefully. And then while we're here, Terrible Link, Discord, it's Kamen Rider. It is. SH Figure Arts announced that they're doing what's his name again? I always forget. It's like Tojiro. Someone wants to be a Kamen Rider. It is fantastic show. You should go watch it. Even if you don't like Kamen Rider, like I'm not the biggest Kamen Rider fan, and I think the show is hilarious. I did. I looked at it and got confused. I was just like, you know what? When I go to start working on them, I'll revisit it. It's really funny. It's just some random dude that's really in the Kamen Rider that you eventually find out that Shocker the bad guys from the show are real, and they're just like randomly fighting them. And the one guy's like so invested in him being a Kamen Rider that it just gives him superpowers for reasons. Like, and all he does is one Kamen Rider move, but it is the most effective. And it's just it just becomes just beating up women. It's just like what is going on here? It's funny. I'm like, there is a lot of women getting punched in the face in the show. Hey, Bowser. Ugh. So on a sad note, Playmates has solid paint because it's not coming off. At least not easy. It's like a little bit of it's coming off at a time, but not nearly enough that I need to. That I want to. Like with some forceful scrubbing, I'm getting the bare minimum off of it. So my hope is when I just put some black primer on it, it tints it enough that the rubbing of the sword isn't gonna damage anything. Anyways, we're gonna sure without get his stuff back on. Plus, my hope is too is the bear arms didn't really like going in. And these sit a little better in the hand. They're not like gigantic, but they sit well enough, which works for me. Where the heck did I put that other hand? Like, it gets the job done. I almost want to kind of glue them in, but for basic sakes, I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Okay, so that does attach, so issue one's out of the way. I did see the new Daredevil season come out. I haven't watched the last one. I'm a bit behind on. I never really got to watch it when it was on Netflix, so I just haven't. I'll be honest, I just haven't really checked it out. One of these brushes I like. That one looks cool. Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, it would have been kind of nice if maybe he would have offered a refund on it, or at least refund some of the money on it. You know, since he couldn't keep up on his end. Granted, that one would be a nightmare for 3D modeling, especially if you're using like the one that the program my buddy uses is you start out with a sphere and then you sculpt off of the sphere, kind of like a weird Play-Doh ball. And he does really good stuff with that, but it's very symmetrical. So we start messing with one side, it goes to the other. He uses Blender. It shouldn't have been that bad then. It's just been a lot of layering. Not sure what's triggering my dinosaur dude in the corner. Because they're already good enough to be modeling that stuff on Blender. Like his neck's just balls. It's just a bunch of balls you got to put together. That being said, I suck at modeling on Blender, so I can't talk crap. But like the work I've seen the guy do, like I would think it'd be feasible, but he'd be a complicated one though. To be fair, yeah, the salmon eggs. I can see his head would be a pain in the butt. Honestly, his head's probably the hardest part, to be honest. Well, like the skeleton thing going on with his head would be the hardest part. And I'm hoping tomorrow I might get a chance to look at that God of War figure. I'm kind of holding it off because the painting it was not going to take very long. It's the making out the flame effects is going to be the time consuming part. Okay, cool. I left my hair. Yeah, I cannot talk today. My hair dryer. It's currently heating out. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, pretty much the Monster X for the fish. Your question disappeared. I'm sorry. If you want to ask it again. Was it about the Daredevil thing? Yeah, that's true. I know for me, like, it'd be nice if they kept making monsters, especially for Sentai stuff. Oh, the G Fan magazine question. I saw it. And, yeah, like that comment just disappeared on me. I think I still see it actually in the chat. Oh, I used to buy the G Fans a while back, but I never had the subscription. It was my comic book shop that was local to me. He actually just got them in. So I would just go in like once a month and buy the new magazine because he was also a big Giant Monster fan. So he would get like periodically like the random vinyls and stuff too. My name's in a G fan. Forget what year, but it was one of the G Fest I actually entered into the art contest. My name's in it. It would be whatever was probably like the August issue 98. It was like August, September issue from 98. My picture's not in it, but my name's in it. I want to say Gamera's on the cover. But yeah, they were talking about the results from the convention for stuff. So my name pops up on it. I did some drawings. Nothing crazy. One of these years, I'm going to have to like sculpt something and take it down with me. Sounds like my daughter's trying to suck up to my wife for some more candy. Give me nutrients. Yeah, at least that one, like I know my name's in it for sure. I don't know because I went to a couple of G Fest afterwards, but I doubt I was mentioned in any of them. There's a donkey monster. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it might be. If I went upstairs and dug through my magazines, I'm sure I could find it. I'm pretty sure I remember the cover. It's really, if I think it had Gannon on it, and it was very yellow in colors. I want to say it was like the '96 camera because Iris wasn't out yet. Yeah, I think it's that one. But yeah, they talk about the results. You'll see, like, I think I got like third place or something. All I remember is I got a clock for placing, and I had that thing for the longest time. Like, even after the clock part broke, I just had it hanging out. I think I still have it in a drawer upstairs somewhere. The one clock I miss is I had one from one trip to Chicago. We found some like Ultraman clocks, so I just have one of those randomly hanging out. It was the most obnoxious alarm clock ever, but I loved it. And now the fun part. I gotta try to match that green. I think I just went straight green. And dry brushed over top of it. I think. I might have tinted. It looks tinted a little bit. I'll tint it a little. Blue. Yeah, I remember they weren't that expensive. But then again, $4 was. You got more with your money back then too for $4. That looks about the right color. Yeah, pretty much once that comic book store went away, I didn't really get any more of them because at the time I couldn't get a subscription myself, and then eventually it's just like, well, if I want to look up any Godzilla news or anything, like, we have the internet, so I just never had the urge to do an order for one. I'm not going to bother painting in the fingers because for the most part they're probably going to rub off on the inside here, but I will try to get as much of the hand colored as I can. The match is pretty good. But yeah, Ripley and Servo are doing really well. Well, I feel bad. I kind of mucked up my side's been acting up, so I just haven't been feeling like going for walks. So we haven't gone for a walk in a couple of days, and I feel a little bad. So Ripley loves her walks. She likes to go down to the park where Casey plays. She knows when we go there, we play fetch. So she gets super excited when we get to the park. I think I did this. And then highlighted it with a bit of green afterwards. Not mistaken. This guy's not even that old, to be fair. That's Georgina sent it over. I'm pretty rough with my my stuff though. Oh, this thing. Oh, especially this thing. This thing's been used for freaking ever. soundtracks to the movies before I've seen the movies. I can't say I have. Just gonna hit the hair with a little bit of green. But now starting to think to regret. It might darken a little bit once it dries. What I thought I had hit it with a little more green on the body, but maybe I didn't. I'm just going to color it down just a little bit. There we go. Problem is they're kind of mishmash colors because I couldn't get quite the same hand for each one. They're both calm hands at least. But I will attempt to paint the nails. Snails are black with a little bit of gray. Honestly, I could probably leave them alone now that I think about it. Yeah, they'd probably be okay with the way they sit. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can't think of really a soundtrack I really like rocked out to before I've seen the movie. I'm trying to think. Hey, Russell. There's been quite a few soundtracks like after I've seen the movie I've listened to quite a bit. Like Mortal Kombat was a huge one. Yeah, no, actually, I'm pretty sure I knew they were males. Because the majority of the kaiju's are all males. It's like Violante, Mothra. I think the only real two like anything previous to Millennium that were females. Everybody else is male. Hedorah's a chick. Are we sure Hedorah has a sexuality? It is made out of sludge. I wonder how to reproduce. That'd be a sight to behold, I would imagine. So annoyed that I got like a glob of glue on this thing. So I gotta redo this one part of the sword real quick. After that, I think it's pretty good. And to add like a little bit of a dry brush on there. Yeah, Mega Gears is female. I think I remember hearing Tiamat. Okay, so I need leather brown. Just a little bit. Oh, my nose. Why did you start itching all of a sudden? Ugh. Oh, I did primer up a little spiky boy. Okay. Next, I need basic skin tone, and I think it was medium. Just a little bit of both. It's your boy. Oh, actually, technically, there is one female Godzilla from the Godzilla. There is a Pinkzilla. Oh damn! Okay, I think I just hit it with a little bit of ivory just to highlight, right? Sometimes it gets a little rough remembering exactly how I painted something, especially when something's mucked up. Because a lot of times I'm like mixing colors and doing all some other stuff. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh yeah, technically, yeah, see, technically it is live action. Maybe puppets, but it's live puppets. Alright, let's move the paint out the way real quick. Get back in the bucket. Q-tips out of my life. Let's see how he looks all put together. Alright, heads on. When our powers combine. The only thing, like I said, I'm tempted to do is paint the. Or not paint, glue these things on because they shift around a lot. Oh no, why aren't you going? And then. Actually, you know what? It's probably easier to put the sword in the hand and then put the hand in. Yeah, see, like how much, like that thing's so loose on here. It's annoying. There we go. All right, other hand. Yeah. This side went on pretty easy. Holy cow, this hand is tight. Heat it up. Yeah, a little bit. The joints on this one are really good. Mainly because they're all like legit action figures. It's just got a couple of. I'm gonna be honest, the hands might be permanent with this because could get the heat. Oh, I just that sucks. Stretch, you filthy fudging hand. Where's my heat gun? Where is my heat gun? Oh, wait, over there. Not hooked up. Why would you be? Not mistaken. Laptop, why aren't you charging anymore? Oh, I hit the camera. Give me 30 seconds while I heat this hand up. All right, let me fix the stream. Sarah, I don't appreciate your sass right now. Keep wanting to. There we go. Good to go. Right? Oh no, this comes off. It takes a little bit of finesse. And by finesse, I mean I got to rotate it. Although I did just take a bath, so it might be a little expanded. Hey, my properties are moving. That button. I'm glad that's working, but I might have lied. Maybe I can't get up. Did I gain weight? There we go. Whatcha? Laser get on though. I do have like an indent where the ring goes though. I might have to. I was hoping I wouldn't have to mess with them more than I have to keep them on, but I might have to actually like make this a proper joint for these to stay in. Like just make a little ball joint there. God, I hate extra work. All right. First and foremost, I'm gonna retouch that piece up because in trying to force it on, I scuffed the paint. And like I said, these are probably just gonna stay as permanent hands. Just gonna add a little bit of paint so I can touch that up here in a minute. I didn't muck that one up. No, we're good there. Leave that alone for a sec. We need Dremel bits. The Dremel. Hopefully I don't smack the camera again. No guarantees. No guarantees. That's one thing I hate is like these surge protectors, like they have safety precautions and it's kind of nice because of children, but it also is it keeps me from doing things. Okay. Well, there's joints. I need to. I'd rather stick with ball joints if I can. I got one old one there. Do I have another ball that'll fit inside of that one? This too big. No, that is the perfect size. Okay. Yes. because they were made by another guy, somebody else, which I'm not the happiest about that. What the guy did is because when they sent it over, they didn't do any cleanup, which is fine. Problem is, it's like parts of the coat were really jacked up. Like the when it was printing, it must have shifted on the plate and made a lot of extra work for me in sanding. Plus, a lot of the hair strains were broken, so there's a lot of extra work there. And the guy just sent them over, which is like, well, it says that you could, but yeah, you're it's a kit. I'm like, nah, it's still, you can't send broken shit. Anyways, I digress though. So I wasn't personally happy about it because, again, it makes extra work for me when working on these things. Extra work for me usually entails extra money that I need. You got finger weight? Okay, so we're going to drill into the hand here. Okay, a little bit of super glue. Right on the tip there. Because as you're pushing it in, it'll kind of spread the glue around to the sides. Pitch. Right there should be pretty good. You just need a little bit. Like, it's already starting to adhere as I'm pushing it in. So that's good there. And then I'm just going to do the same thing for... Oh, actually... Hmm. 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 Because I want to have that little bit of extra length to it. I'm probably going to glue it in, but might have to reinforce that. Make sure it stays in. Or do I want to try to bust out the print pen? Print pen would give me faster results. Because I have to stuff the... Do I see Badger? I do have Badger wings. There's eventually... I'm supposed to get parts for commission. I've only gotten some of the parts. So Badger's been handing out in my joint drawer. Or joint shelf drawer. But then I gotta unplug a bunch of things to do that. Oh, to be fair, I don't need the Dremel anymore. Okay. So... Oh, okay, that might actually be a problem. I don't think I have the adapter hanging out. Is my laptop strong enough? It works! All right. We've got the touch. Need a little bit of spool. Oh, of course I murdered the fucking camera. I didn't even think I touched it that time. PC camera. Ugh. Regular camera. Oh, what the hell? Camera, I swear to God. I just swapped it over, and it's like, you want to be a 380? No, I don't want to be a 380. God. Ooh, now I think about this, this might be a challenge. Because when I'm filling it, it's going to want to cool fairly quickly, and that might be an issue. Here's close to right? No, I can't go any higher up the bicep. Like where it's at is where it's at. I could shift. I can only go that way with it. Holy crap! Are you gonna heat up? Maybe this is why I shouldn't use the laptop. Usually it takes like 3 seconds. All right. Give me 30 seconds. Let's see if I can find. It's heating up. Definitely warm at the tip. It's just not registering that it's warm. God, I had a plug heating out here somewhere. Oh, you it? Yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, now it's heated. Okay. Excellent. All right. Oh, don't give me that. You just started squirting. All right, I have to feed it into the thing. Yes, Bluey pajamas. Casey likes Bluey. I actually don't mind it. I think out of all the kids shows, it's the one I could sit down and actually watch with her. I've seen every single episode multiple times. Are you feeding? Oh, there we go. Oh. Start. Just gonna kind of lightly fill this in. Hopefully, when I stick this on, it'll kind of shift into place. There we go. So now once that, give it a couple minutes, stiffen up. I should be able to just glue it in. Oh. Well, same thing. That made a little hole for me to at least glue into. So now, should hopefully be able to pop this off. I'm going to glue a little bit more liberal. Be a little bit more liberal with the glue. Actually, I got to glue it here. Go around the edge, decent on the hole. And stick that in. Same thing to the other side. So now, when I slide this on, that should hopefully give me enough distance to work with. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Oh. Man, I don't know what to do with this camera. I have it like hardwired into its own little adapter so that it doesn't move. And it's like just shifting this was enough to just muck everything up. But they worked. His hands are holding, they're not falling off. I think we're good. I think it's good enough that I can ask for monies now. Oh. Okay, I'm plugging you because I don't want to burn myself. Attack of the freezing camera, exactly. Okay, so I got to retouch up. Where did the brush go? There we go. Retouch up that part down there. I think he's pretty golden. I try to just leave the sword in. Because I want the glue to dry, so I don't really want to mess with it too much. And I'm also hopefully finishing Springtrap tomorrow. My wife was supposed to. I've been meaning. The reason I've been procrastinating on it for the past few days, I have to go get some new detail brushes, and I just haven't made my way over to Hobby Lobby yet to go get them. And I was hoping my wife was at Walmart, and I know Walmart sells them in like a little baggie. You have to get like other varying size brushes, but like at this point, I'm willing to go that route. But she forgot. She doesn't work for a few days now either, so she's not going to be up in that direction. What the heck, Ivory? You already ride that fast? So probably when I get out of work, I'll be up that way. So I'll try to swing in tomorrow and grab it. Then there was not the one I put black into. It's the one that's upside down. Yeah, it's upside down. Of course it is. I hit these nails where the gold was. So I don't think I'm going to take the swords back out of here. Doing a little touch up. Yeah, I think he's pretty good. Got his fun little glowy eyes. Got resin on all the yellow pieces, make it look a little more metallic-like. All right. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with them, unless you got any major critiques on it. But today was I found some functional hands in my bin of broken toys, and so made him some hands that could actually hold onto the swords. Now that being said, he's gonna have to be holding the swords with these hands. And the way I set it up, unless you really want to keep having the bare hands on them, like you could take the swords out, but you're probably just gonna be it would definitely mess up the paint on the hand and the sword because of the friction going in and out. So if you're just gonna leave the swords on them, it's good to go. If you want the bare hands, which I thought he kind of looked weird with the bare hands anyways, I started painting them, but I kind of gave up on them because I was kind of planning on seeing if I could find some stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, I even put some resin over top of them just to make them look a little more gemmy. And he's got some resin on his eyes, the gem on his chest, and his headpiece there too. Let me turn my phone light just to get a little better look at him. I do apologize that he took so long to get done. So hopefully you can see his eyes a little better. Oh. I'll take some pictures. But I put some resin on his eyes too, so they're a little more wet looking. Same with the gem on his forehead. Yeah, I think those little 3D pieces we added blended pretty well. Got some varying colors on his nails. I did notice right here, I got which I probably should do right now while it's in my brain. I got there's some parts like a little bit more brown there. It's kind of bugging me. So we're gonna put a little bit of paint there. Yeah, it's very McFarlane-y, that's for sure. So I think what happened was I was doing some cleanup, it got a little more brown right there. So what I'll probably do is like give him like one more pass and just make sure everything's good on him. But other than that, I think he looks really solid. I like the way the cape turned out, especially the coloring on the cape. I used like 3 different layers of red on him. Tail came out really nice too. Gave him kind of like the picture. It's a little bit more yellow on the scale part of it going up than on the rest of the tail. Yeah, looks really sweet. So yeah, so essentially, other than I got to clear coat him, he's pretty much done. So I'm actually going to stick him over there for now. You can hang out there for a minute. Whoa. But like I mentioned, I'll get to let everything sit today. Tomorrow, when I get out of work, I'm going to try to do a little more airbrushing. Actually, I was hoping it wasn't going to be as long messing with that, but then I got into wanting to do the hands. So that's my problem. Sometimes when I'm working on commissions, I'll start or like working on stuff. I'll be like, I have a plan on working on things, and then I get really fixated on doing something that I might not even like. Might not even been asked to do it, but it just seems like a good thing to do. So like doing his, so I spent a bit of my spare time. I was looking through my parts, seeing if I could find extra hands and whatnot, painting around. I found a pair, not the most matching pair, but they're both con hands at least. It's just one's got more fur on it than the other one did, or like the fur's more defined because they were different Playmates cons. But they hide well enough with the gauntlets wrap thing, whatever you want to call it. I probably should get ready to go to bed. But yeah, I'll message you with the final costs because it'll be like a little bit more than I think I quoted you because it's just like the prep time. The prep time was quite a bit on that guy. It wasn't that bad. It was probably a little worse than I thought it was going to be, but nothing more than I would have still quoted you on it. Because the bulk of them got done fairly quick. It was mainly just a lot of touch ups and me fudging around a little bit with things. Oh yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be wrapping up Springtrap. And mainly Springtrap, I just got to finish the actual face. Steve is super sleepy. And maybe starting to cut out the Dio. At least get it shaped. Because more than likely what I'm probably going to do is I might send Springtrap to you once I get everything kind of set up. So once I know, yeah, he just needs pupils. That's really the only thing. It's pupils, and I got to like do a little bit of cleanup around the eyes. But I really need a good detail brush. Like all mine have like bits of curls to them, so it's hard to do eyeballs, especially like if I like that eyeball. I'm gonna probably detail a little more than I normally do, or at least attempt to. So I really need like a nice fine brush. Yeah, because other than that, everything else on is done. Oh, I gotta print the bow. That I might do tomorrow too. I gotta print the bow. There's something else I was gonna print. Thought anyways. I got a primer Broly. And get a little bit more colors on Shalai. I think tomorrow is going to be like trying to get the rest of the base colors on. Because I also need the detail brushes to do her. Because I'm going to need them to do the eyes. No, I did primer them the other day. Getting to that one too. They're sitting up there primered. I slapped some stuff on them. He did send the crocodile file. That I'm going to try to. That'll probably. I'll start on that once I get everything else. So, like I said, Springtrap, I kind of want to just send him to you when he's done. So he's not sitting here any longer. Like, I'll probably do my video and then video comparisons with Freddy. And then I'll probably send him Freddy and the extra head, who's also hanging out in his tub up there. I'll send those. And then the diorama will be like a little bit afterwards. But I want to get it at least like roughly set up, and then I can send them out. Because then you can just send me pictures once you get them in, showing them next to the thing. I think it'd be a little bit cooler. Yeah, once I get that done, Angerus, Spring Boy. Still waiting to get paid on my shark. I gotta bug him again. He told me Friday. It's Tuesday now. I was told Friday like 2 weeks ago. Hopefully I'll get his pupils done and I can start clear coating them. Well, sorry, I gotta glue his part. I gotta glue the armor bits down too. That'll be after I get the pupils done. Like once everything looks good, I'll get them all situated because I think the outfit's weathered enough now. And then I'll probably be printing the guy and possibly starting on the Bandai finals. I was hoping to start on my days off, but a lot of my days off ended up just being me watching Casey. I didn't have a lot of free time for myself. So yeah. Well, to be fair, that might could probably work upstairs. The problem is I'm afraid of leaving them upstairs, though, because Casey tends to want to touch things. It's very touchy-touchy. But get started with those, because those guys won't actually be that bad since I'm not articulating any. Well, not articulating, but they're all just going to stay like a Bandai vinyl, so they're easier for me to. They're just sculpting, essentially. Sculpting and re-gluing together. Yeah, for sure. And then, because it's easier to message, I know you sent me the one on the salmon dude. And I think what you sent me is a pretty fair price without having to make molds. Because the problem with him is because I want to charge less. Like Obsidious, when I'm done, I'm probably just going to charge you what I would sell one for. Is my plan because I could sell them afterwards. While the salmon guy, I can't really sell. Like nobody's going to probably buy another one if I made multiples. So like those ones I'd have to charge more because they're just like a one and done. So my time can't equate to more money. So I have to charge more for that one thing. Which I assume is probably the same thing for like Dope Hope and stuff too. Like when they're quoting prices. Plus, if they're making 3D files, you have to take into some account that some people will sell the file, like do things with the files. I feel beautiful. But yeah, it's like one of those like making figures in a sense of like sculpting and scanning and then making files available. Like it's a crap ton of work for one figure that I can't sell more than one of reliably. Well, Obsidious, I'm assuming I can sell some more. We'll find out when I make that video. We'll see how that goes. I only seen pictures. I wasn't that into Moana to begin with. Originally watching it, like it's fine. Casey liked it a lot, so it was on repeat in this house for quite a bit. The second movie's kind of whatever. Don't really care for the second one that much. The first one was solid though, and I just see an image of The Rock compared to Rob Schneider. I can't get it out of my head. From Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, looks exactly like The Rock, just more jacked up. Yeah, because that's the other thing. The molds are the hardest, like the most expensive thing. It's like my time and mold. My time and silicone are like the most priciest stuff. Now, Incredibles would be sweet. Like it'll be Pixar will be animated. Super stoked for that. Oh, for you. At least that's what I'm assuming. If based off of what I started doing with the trying to make the molds originally, that's my rough estimate. It's like 300 to 400, probably for silicone. Unless I could find, I probably could go with something cheaper because honestly, the stuff I bought I think was too durable. Like it was really firm, and I kind of want it to be a little more flexible. So I could honestly probably get away with something maybe a little cheaper. Let me message around. Maybe see if I can find somebody. Somebody that's got some better, like like made molds. Like what's good latex or silicone to use. Oh, but Spider-Man looks sweet. I like all the inclusions of the other characters. Like we get like the Punisher got introduced, which is cool. Bruce Banner's still in it. My only concern is it kind of looks like there might be too many things going on with that movie. But from what I see, it looks cool. Especially since they're doing like the Man Spider. It'd be cool if they did like the full like animated version where he just looks like a tarantula with legs. I'd be down. Yeah, I did see that one. I'll watch that. I've always liked the Punisher. live action Toy Story. Now, if they did it with puppets, that would be kind of cool. Like it was all like little animatronic toys doing things. I'd be down for that. Well, technically, it would be Monsters Inc. 2, because the second one was technically a prequel. And then there's the TV show, which I haven't watched the TV show. I have it going, Bowser. But anyways, I probably should get going too, because I got to get ready to go to bed here in a few. And it sounds like Casey's still up and about, which I also have to put her to bed, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun. But anyways, I'll message you. I gotta find out what I forget what I quoted you for the paint job. And it'll probably be like 40-ish bucks on top of that. So whatever that was. At least make me feel a little better about the few hours extra I spent on it. Ransom Nib. Yeah, that sounds familiar. It's the one I'm thinking of. Oh, yeah, that movie. Man, when I was growing up, there was like all kinds of rats and mice movies. Like American Tail, I remember watching quite a bit when I was younger. American Tail, 5 Goes West. Never read the books. Yeah, I've only really seen the movies. I used to watch all the animated movies. Like one of my favorite ones growing up, and I rewatched it a little bit ago, and I tried to get. Casey, she might watch it more now than she did because she was watching like everything she was watching. She really liked the music, and so I thought Cats Don't Dance she would get into. Not as much as I thought she would have, but I always really liked that movie. I remember that. There's like the Rodney Dangerfield movie where he's a dog. I remember watching that one quite a bit. Oh, then there's like the one was like the rock and roll rooster that I can't remember what it's called now. I just remember there's a rooster that was like Elvis in it. And it wasn't that good, but I remember it. Sure, if anybody else does though. Was that it? Rocker Doodle Doo? That's yeah. I'll have to check that one because I'm gonna mind trying to find some spelled correctly. But I remember that one. But yeah, I think all like all the old ones that weren't like Disney or whatever, like Cats Don't Dance, I liked a lot. And then we were watching. I was like, I wonder if they've like made any toys or anything. And there was only like, it was like Burger King or McDonald's made some. It made me sad. All Dogs Go to Heaven's a good one. It just makes me sad. Such a sad movie. It's a good movie, but it's a sad movie. It also sucks knowing about like the little girl in the movie too. Oh, it hurts my feelings. It's like the more you know behind the scenes of certain movies, it makes them harder to watch. Because I think the little girl in that movie was Ducky from Land Before Time, if I remember right. I'd be down. Now, would it be like CGI but still close to the old animation, or would it be like CGI like Walking with Dinosaurs, like the new documentary style ones? Sort of like Dinosaurs when they had that movie for Disney. Watch that was solid. I watched a lot of Disney movies growing up. But then again, growing up, I just watched a lot of movies in general. Because we had cable and such, but my mom would always like, because my brother is handicapped. so we didn't really get out a lot. So she would just always like whatever was like the newest movies that week, she would just buy, and we would just watch movies all week. It was always joked for my like friends and people in the neighborhood that we had a better selection than Blockbuster did. If you want to come borrow a movie, giant chickens are lame. That's for sure. I still want my dinosaurs dragging their tails. Damn it. That's what I grew up with, and it still needs to be correct. I don't know. I'm Land Before Time's one of those ones. I'm surprised out of all the stuff that gets like re-released or reimaginings, as you will. That's like one I'm surprised nobody's done, especially like Jurassic Park and all this stuff. Like we get a live action Moana, but we can't get a Land Before Time when dinosaurs are infinitely cooler. Established exactly. That's how I remember them, the good old days back in my day. When dinosaurs are meant to people in suits and clay. uh, I miss those. That's another one too. Is I'm surprised that when people like make new interpretations of stuff, it's a sad scene. Can't say I ever cry, but it gets you in the feels for sure. And then when they talk about it too, like it hits harder now. To be honest, like I feel like the older you get, the more like the harder that scene is to watch. But anyways, glad we could have a little chit chat. It's been nice. I'm gonna look into it, but since pretty much everybody's watching right now, it's part of the Discord, anyways. But I want to try to do a watch along this weekend. I haven't figured out what to watch yet because I gotta figure out how I can and what I can, and then we'll do that accordingly. Oh yeah, Balto. Forgot about Balto. Yeah, well, it's like I got the Elgato, so it's like if I could just run the Elgato through it, Gamera 1, heck yeah. You mean like original Gamera or Heisei, like Gamera Guardian of the Universe? I think Gamera 1, I just instantly go to Guardian of the Universe. But if I could just run like the Elgato through it, then yeah, we can watch whatever. There's no limits. I have a lot of movies and animes. It's only recently we haven't really been buying any movies. I think the last movie Jessica bought the Finance of Freddy's movies. OG Black and White. Okay. So Gamera the Invincible. Incredible? Actually, you know what? No, we should watch man, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I blocked it out of my head. It's the worst Gamera movie. It's like Super Monster Gamera, something like that. It's the one where it's pretty much like Godzilla's Revenge, but with Star Wars props. Like it's so bad. Giant Claw's sweet. I like the Giant Claw. That's like the one Titanic Creations figure that they announced. I was so stoked for is the Giant Claw. Reptilicus would be cool too. I still think if they're hungry, I've been slacking on that. The main reason I haven't gotten Yagri is I've watched it like once randomly, so I don't have that much love for it. Reptilicus and Giant Claw, on the other hand, I've seen quite a bit. I was like, we're going to rip off Gore. I liked Gorgo. Gorgo was cool. And to be honest with Jurassic Park, I'd be down for more road time, to be honest. Give me more dinosaurs. Give them to me. It'd be dope. But anyway, so I'll figure it out. Like, if you guys want to watch like an OG black and white Gamera and I can make it work, we'll watch OG black and white Gamera. It's more than likely it'll probably be like debating between like Friday. So whichever time we could probably get the most people in to watch it. Why did the camera crash? I didn't even touch anything. We were just talking. All right, we're just going to go to the laptop camera because I don't feel like messing with it anymore. All right. But yeah, let me know in the Discord like what time frame would be good for you guys. Because it pretty much it'd have to be like Friday night or Saturday night. Could possibly even do like Sunday morning. So instead of Sunday morning cartoons, it's hang out with Steve and watch some things. Honestly, Sunday morning would probably be the easiest one for me to do. Because like Jessica's home. Because it was like Sunday morning had to be early though. It'd have to be like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. We would have to do it. So like Sunday morning 8, that would work. Well, sorry, 9. We'll say 9. 9 would be doable. So I'm trying to take it for my wife because she works midnights, so she stayed up till like 11-ish. She could watch Casey from 9 to 11. So as long as we're not watching like Lord of the Rings, we can keep it within the 2-hour time span. So yeah, so we'll plan for that then. So it'll be like 9 a.m. Sunday morning. Unless things go horribly awry. Because I thought to make some posts. Maybe we can get some more people in the Discord too. Which I think would be cool. I feel like I'll have to call it. I feel like I was going to say, well, it won't even be Saturday morning, it'd be Sunday morning. Reminds me of like Toonami back in the day where Toonami had like random anime playing like Sunday morning. It was like the Rising Sun or whatever. We'd be kind of like that. Now, like I mentioned, more runtime be sweet. But anyways, you can help us defeat those guys by hitting that like button, subscribe, come range today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook, guys. Like people the day with channel donate, greatly would appreciate it. Like we mentioned, if you guys watch this in the future, we're starting to do watch alongs on our Discord. So $3 gets you access to that. It's part of our Patreon. And we also got a dasher if you want to get our logo on some apparel. This is an old one that we made. I think I only sold a couple of these. I want to say we made them to take to a G-Fest, and I got rid of a few of them. So I think it was the same year I took prints with me. But we do have our updated logos there. If you guys want to get them on like some hats, some t-shirts, sweaters. Also some links for some toy shops downstairs. We got our boxery down there too. You guys are looking for some modular display cases. Yeah, Andrew bought some. You guys should too. I was like so excited when I seen the email that you messaged me. I'm like, oh, it's just Andrew. But I appreciate it. Anyways, we'll see you.